We got Cole Pickens starting tonight. Let's go ahead and see how he fares.
Today, from Mexico City, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
Big Cole. Look at him. Ready.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Detroit Lions and the Mexico City Diablos. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, and all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To the right side, this is Taylor. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw on 3rd down, Pickens. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
Savage.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On first down, it's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down now, it's Palmer. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
On that last carry, he just passed LaDainian Tomlinson, Charles, on the all-time NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him, and I'm sure LT would probably applaud him as well. But he'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
LT, though, finished his career at 13,684, and now he's soaring past that. They'll run on first down. Stamper, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last.
Let's bring Blaze
Making
back.
their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Diablos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Top swing, Kenny.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Looking sideline, incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Barker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Diablos are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, it's Palmer. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a...
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Savage. 21 Savage. 21.
He will take this one home. It's a
Let's
touchdown.
go. That's that X factor. That's that rookie. That's
Big
that
play
dog.
there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be
Let's go.
accepted by your
I'm trying to
teammates
throw
and
them
coaching
slants.
staff, make plays like that.
6'3". Look at them bloody gloves. Look at them them Jordan gloves. Yeah, we loving that.
McPherson now for the extra
Loving that we
point.
started him.
And it's 21-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the
21
touchdown.
Savage.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Palmer. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Go cleat time.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
48 yards,
and the
Denver.
Diablos continue to pull away here in this first half.
Making boys miss.
What a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know it.
Let's take a look at this right here. Let's take a look at this right here. Let's talk about the decisive move here. Knowing that my fullback is going to seal this. Ooh, now this is where I thought I was about to get 8, but I said hit the angle. Hit the angle. I got that block. Got that block. Frost with the block of a lifetime. That boy just fumbled right there. I don't know who that boy was. That boy just fumbled. Ooh, that JT with them go cleats. Oh, go cleats, 99 boys.
He's a guy's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next position.
Oh, snaps.
second quarter. They're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Trying to lay one up deep. And nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Savage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Lawrence looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Second and 10. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They go play action here on 1st down. It'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
third down. He'll drop to throw. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
On first down, Stamper, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To their 30-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once more, Adams on first down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Jay Leno.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a give right side. It's Palmer. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, here's Adams. And he pounds his way up past the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 27. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Adams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's what I'll beat.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Diablos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room
Jonathan
to roll.
Taylor's hurt. We got a new back in town.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
We got a new back
and that
in
will
town.
extend this big lead.
Go, baby.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for another look at this Lions offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Now Lawrence on first down. And for a throw here, that's complete.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
On second and very short, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
This is that last fourth quarter magic.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Lions on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. He finds his man complete. It's Parker. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And we get a glance here, Charles, at his 2 touchdown runs.
And, partner, have you ever noticed that when someone scores a second time?
You started the game. Come get back in, Cole Pickens. We not mad at you. We're not mad at you.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start first and 10. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Oh, come on.
But this one is going to
Come
wind up
on.
incomplete. A 4th down pass play
Wow.
doesn't work out.
Okay.
And the Lions will get the football back
They
in
just hate
terrific
it.
field position.
They just
From the
hate it on my
32
dog.
now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let me get you that
Now
touchdown
Lawrence.
call.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, man.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. That's Barker. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now here's a carry heading left. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Going up top. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And down he goes. A sack. They sack it back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
It's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it a 2nd down. A final shot now for Lawrence. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.